Well, we're looking at some options in terms of teacher certification. I think the more certified teachers that we get in the classroom, the better it will continue to improve the quality of education in our public school system. Well, we're looking to change in the criteria, the qualification for to become a teacher. And I think once we get that in place, I think that it will really, we're talking about 400 or 500 teachers become eligible immediately according to some of the persons in the profession. So that's going to put a big dent in it. We can start the school with qualified teachers in the classroom rather than recruiting as we go. So that's going to be extremely important. No, I think this has been a good legislative session as far as public education is concerned. And but one thing that I think that I'm hoping that going forward that we'll look at some legislation that we need to hold parents accountable. I mean, we need to put something in place for to make parents. Because the better informed and more accountable the parents are, subsequently the better the school district, the school itself is going to perform. So that's something that we're really looking at. How can we work with parents to make sure that parents are attending or coming to PTSA meeting or coming to the schools, making sure that they are helping their children. If they can't help their children, reaching out to get access to help their children to do their homework. I mean, I think it takes, it states that it takes a village, but even if you don't go through the entire village, let's just expand it to make sure that the parents are engaged to the point that they're helping their children. Well, it's kind of, I've glanced through the bill, but, understanding that last year we had several audit findings that were included in that report. And my concern would be, because I think the public schools need the resources to educate all the children, regardless of if they have disabilities. I think give the money to the public schools and hold the public schools accountable for doing the job that they're supposed to do. If they don't have the training, let's make sure they get the training, get access to the resources. I think I hate to see the parents being drawn from one place to the next place, and somewhere in between, the child, misses out on a lot of the activities and events of the education experience, period. So I think that let's back up and look at this and invest the money with the public schools and hold the public schools accountable.